Hi, welcome to the AI Circuit Loop, your source for the latest and most impactful news in the world of artificial intelligence in games, film, and tech. Today's episode is brought to you by cgcircuit.com, the destination where creators publish tutorials and digital assets for the animation, visual effects, and gaming communities. If you're into creating or learning, don't miss what CG Circuit has to offer. Before we get to the news, a question for you. Do you have a strategy for navigating this AI wave? Or do you think you need one? I would love to know your thoughts. Today's episode is a little different than usual. We will cover one story of the day, and then I will dive into an opinion piece based on a couple of impactful YouTube videos I watched that go into what people and companies should do now that AI is here and it's working. So let's get into it. In a recent article titled UK Autumn Budget Confirms VFX Tax Relief Uplift, Generative AI Exclusion Dropped, published by Screen Daily, author Mona Tobara outlines significant changes to the UK's approach to supporting the visual effects industry. I am particularly glad to see that the initial plan to exclude generative AI from these tax benefits have been abandoned. It's a pleasant surprise to witness regulators listening to industry feedback and taking action accordingly. The UK government has announced a substantial 5% increase in tax relief for visual effects in film and high-end TV productions, raising the overall net rate to 29.25%. This change is set to take effect from January 1st, 2025, and is anticipated to draw an additional £175 million in annual spending on visual effects. Additionally, VFX spending will be exempt from the 80% cap of the main audiovisual expenditure credit, further increasing investments in the UK's visual effects sector. As someone from California, the birthplace of visual effects studios, I find myself wondering why similar measures aren't being implemented here. For the past 2 decades, we've observed the troubling trends of visual effects studios leaving California in search of more favorable economic conditions elsewhere. Without significant policy changes, this exodus is likely to continue, potentially undermining California's historical leadership in the field. The UK's proactive stance also includes a £25 million investment in the Crown Work Studios project in the Sunderland, and a £3 million initiative aimed at promoting creative careers among young people. Furthermore, cinema business rates will be reduced to 40% for 2025 and 26, capped at £110,000. These strategic investments and policy adjustments highlight how targeted governmental support can significantly impact an industry's growth and competitiveness on a global scale. It's a powerful reminder that listening to industry experts and adapting policies accordingly can foster innovation and economic development. The UK's approach serves as an inspiring model for other regions looking to bolster their creative industries. Okay, it's time to dive into a topic that's been on my mind a lot lately. Now that AI is here and it's working, what should people do? Or what should I do? As someone who's been trying to closely follow the AI revolution, I want to share my thoughts on this and share how I am preparing for the future AI is shaping. Hopefully this can be helpful to you if you have similar questions. A few months ago, I had the opportunity to speak with students at the University of California, San Diego about AI. My message then was clear. Embrace it, don't resist it. Since that conversation, I've been reflecting deeply on the future of employment in tech and gaming. Recently, I watched some thought-provoking discussions, including one by AI thought leaders Dalton Caldwell and Michael Siebel of Y Combinator, and another from the Future Investment Initiative Conference. These discussions have reinforced my belief in embracing this new technology, while also highlighting important considerations, both ethical and practical. Let's break down some key steps we can take to leverage AI effectively. Full disclosure, I'm using the same breakdown structure used by Dalton and Michael in their video. 1. Prepare by experimenting. The first step is to start experimenting with small changes in your workflow right now. I've been exploring this myself, integrating AI tools into my own processes. For example, I've been using GitHub Copilot for coding assistance, and I'm planning to switch to Cursor as it provides some functionality that aligns better with my workflow, and tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Perplexity as brainstorming partners. I've been also experimenting with tools like Make.com to automate some of my processes, so these LLM tools can talk to each other to get closer to the result I want. I've also been considering how to organize my personal data, things like expenses and to-do lists, in a way that could potentially be used with a personal, locally trained model in the future. I think it's an exciting prospect to think about, a future where such setups become commonplace. 2. Benefit from hindsight. Michael and Dalton made an interesting point about using AI tools now to gain leverage in the future. It reminds me of the early adopters of the web, or the first iPhone developers. By exploring AI tools now, we are not just boosting our productivity, we're gaining a deeper understanding of the technology and its evolving vocabulary. While it might seem risky to invest time in a rapidly changing field, this early exposure could provide valuable insights into trends and help us anticipate future developments. This hindsight could become a powerful advantage in the long run. 3. The time is now. I agree with what was proposed in the Y Combinator video, which is for people or companies to consider revisiting older ideas that didn't quite work before. These new AI tools might breathe new life into these ideas, taking them to the next level. However, it's crucial to approach this safely. If you're using AI tools for work, make sure you're aware of your company's guidelines. For personal projects, I think people should strive to find the right balance between using these tools to enhance their work and avoiding overdependence on them. 4. Consider where to work. Given the recent layoffs in the tech and gaming industries, partly due to AI-related uncertainty, I realize this is a sensitive topic. However, it's worth considering Dalton and Michael's suggestion to explore opportunities at AI startups. While larger companies often require more specialization, startups can offer the chance to wear multiple hats and work directly on AI-driven products, including generative AI. This hands-on experience could be invaluable in the evolving AI landscape. I think this extends beyond engineers and data scientists to artists as well. As companies increasingly develop generative AI tools for video production, they will require artistic expertise to refine and enhance these technologies and tools. A prime example of this trend is James Cameron, who now serves on the board of directors at Stability AI. This development suggests a growing opportunity for professionals in the visual effects, animation, and gaming industries to leverage their creative skills in the generative AI field, should they choose to pursue it. As I embrace AI, I remain mindful of the ethical implications. It's not just about what we can do with AI, but what we should do. Issues like data privacy, algorithmic bias, and the potential societal impact of widespread AI adoption should always be at the forefront of our consideration, in my opinion. One area that particularly intrigues me is the potential for personal AI assistance. Imagine having an AI model trained safely on your personal data, helping you manage your schedule, finances, and decision-making processes. While this technology is still in its early stages, it's not hard to envision a future where it becomes an integral part of our daily lives. As AI continues to evolve, it's crucial to stay informed and adaptable. I recommend keeping an eye on emerging trends, attending AI conferences or webinars, and experimenting with new tools as they become available. This continuous learning approach will help us navigate the rapidly changing AI landscape. The AI future isn't just coming, I think it's already here. By embracing this new technology now, I think we can position ourselves at the forefront of this revolution. As we navigate this new landscape, I would vote to approach AI with a mix of enthusiasm and caution. Embrace the opportunities it presents, but always consider the ethical implication of its use. I think the future is AI-powered, and it's up to us to shape it responsibly. Thanks for tuning into today's AI Circuit Loop News Roundup. I hope these insights have given you food for thought and some practical steps to take as we all adapt to the age of AI. If you found this episode insightful, make sure to subscribe to the show and leave a positive review. I'd also love to hear from you. What AI tools are you using today, if any? How is it changing your workflow, if at all? Until next time, stay curious and stay informed. Cheers.